Well, hello my friends and welcome back to the shit shop. We left off, told you I was waiting on some stuff to fab up the downpipe. So we're back now. As you can see, got some tubing. We're gonna start mocking up and seeing what it's gonna look like to get the front mount on here. Um, like I mentioned at the end of the last video, this is gonna be the good stuff here. You get everything fabbed up, tubing, plumbing, and then first startup. So y'all lock in because we're about to get into it. First order of business gonna be coming off the turby. That's not how that's gonna be because this is more at like a little bit of an angle. So gonna come out here and chop something like this, and then we can weld a straight piece to it to run down here to the spot where she's gonna, oh, let me move that out of the way. It's gonna run straight down here, probably 45 down, and hopefully shoot that little gap right there to the intercooler. We're just gonna have to see. Well, here you go, guys. The first little section of tubing. Let's see if we can get pretty much nailed that sucker. I ain't showing y'all the details because I'm still kind of backyarding it with a dang old death wheel, but like I told you before, she's gonna run right on down there and squeeze through that little holy hole. And then the front mount's gonna sit right in that area, so yeah. Hey son, peep this right here. Making progress. Little 80 bits at a time. I need to cut that the lower coupler back just a little bit so that it'll aim more kind of this way rather than straight. Because I want it to run over here. Oh, move my finger. I want it to run over here in this vicinity. Hey, a couple days later, I got some parts in. Looks like the coupler and new tube I got for the actual intake part. It's gonna do what I want it to. I think I showed you already. I got that cut. Oh, by the way, I went ahead and put my crank pulley on, timing cover, all that. New timing belt tensioner. So I needed to do that before I started this piping, so I know where everything's gonna clear and be and all that good stuff. So yeah, but back to it. Well, hey friends. It's been a couple days, but I've been busy and got some things to show you. First off, we'll start with this guy right here. So hold on. Check that sucker out. Got some nice stainless bros pipe. This clears quite nicely. I'll show y'all later on. Waiting on another section so that I can cut that back in that way. You'll see. I'll explain it to you later. But also, I got something else I just went and picked up because figured it was time. Boom. Style body all hobo freight. Got a band saw and a bench top stand. Couple blades. So we're gonna go ahead and get that set up because, oh, one more thing, hold on. I got the other piece that I was waiting on for the intake. I already mocked it up and just using that little coupler to hold them together for mock-up purposes. As you can see, I got some lines marked on there for how I want it. So I gotta bust these bad boys out, put them together so I can chop the bead off of that, then weld it together. Well, here's the dang old stand. They had one on display at the, hold on, let me go turn this dang TV on. Alright, where was I? They had one on display at the store with the saw mounted to it. And I fiddled with it and I was actually quite impressed. I mean, this thing is not light. It's got some weight to it. It's pretty sturdy. So I was a little disappointed because online it said a certain price and it looked like it was all together, and then I got there and you gotta buy that separate from that, and then you gotta buy blades separate too. But the quality, I mean, it just felt so nice. I was like, screw it, because I need one anyway. So we're gonna put it together the rest of the way and then pull the saw out and get her set up and see what she look like. Scoot. Well, folks, here she is in all her glory. It took me a while to set up. I had to take this little guide thing off and filed down that button a little bit because it was sticking. But other than that, went together pretty straightforward. Got her all lined up, ready to rock. Like I mentioned before, you gotta buy all the stuff separate. So there was no clamp for this side over here, so I'm assuming I gotta go back over to the Hobo Freight and get that clamp piece. But for now, it'll do the job I need it to. I can just vice grip it or something in place. I'm just cutting tubing, so yeah. Anyway, I guess I need to get together some tubing to cut. Well, before we do that, check this out, y'all. I just wanted to, plug her in, see if she works. She does. She fired up. See, I gotta flip this, Johnny. Flip that over. Lock her on. I got a speed adjustment here. And I was like, oh, what's this dude? Turn it off? No, son, it's got a dang old light. Woo! Anyway, let's see if I can adjust that light, and then I can get to it. Well, guys, I wanted to do one cut before I put it on camera, just in case anything went awry, whatever, however, potato, whatever. There's that little bit I need filed off right there. That's just from the end of the cut. But, dude, this is the shit. Never ever will I use a damn death wheel to cut tubing again. I don't know why I waited so long to do this. I'm gonna cut this other piece. Catch you on in a little bit. Okay, well, I got them suckers cut and they made up pretty well. I got to get out a fresh tungsten for aluminum and all that good stuff. Move all my stainless out the way. I'll come back when two pieces are one. Show you what I got. Well, would you look at that? Not half bad. I did try it once, have to cut them off and then do it again, but hey, let that cool down and then we'll go see how it fits. Here you go, guys. I had to run to the gym and give me a shower, but this weld came out at least good enough for me to present. So yeah, on to the next step tomorrow, I reckon. Hey guys, back again. We out here early, but I got some things to show you. I've been getting some work in. There's the old down pipe. Went ahead and took her off just now. There's the start of the new one, baby. Look at that. Fancy. Let's go put it on the turbo and see what I need to do next. Come on now. Y'all tell me that don't look good up in there. Look at that. Woo, shoot, son. Looks like I need to give me a 45 or make a 45. I don't know if I want to do pot cuts. Maybe I'll just get a little section. Next, we got these little guys. I think I'll be able to use them to make tabs. Hold on. This is at kind of an angle, and I need to mount the intercooler right up about here. So I'm pretty sure this is gonna sit inside here, and I can weld it to it, and then I'll have spots to mount the intercooler. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna screw with next. Well, we got a lot of noise because the dang old welder fan is blowing, but hey, look, working on mounting the intercooler. Got these little trick tabs. They're meant to go on pipe, but I ground a little and dig it. You can't see it now, but it had like a semicircle right here. I ground it down to make the right angle so I can get on the back side of my radiator support here. Screwed up the weld one time, or got out of place. I got that one in place. That one's pretty good. But I'm just waiting for that to cool down because I had to grind the weld back off. We'll get that one on. Go see how it fits and toss some paint on it and keep moving. I think I got that just about where I want it. Don't look too closely. Don't look too closely. That's how it looks much better. But yeah, tested it. The holes line up good. So I'm gonna let it cool. Take it out there, test fit it, bring it back in, slap some paint on it. and on to the next, baby. Well, here it is, ladies and gents. Just mocked up. I gotta go in there and clean it up and throw some paint on it, and I think I'm gonna flip it over and put the outlets down on the bottom, because we got some tight squeezes over here, and the couplers I got, I think that's just gonna work better that way. But yeah, oh yeah, all cleaned up, almost looks professional. Almost looks like I know what I'm doing. All right, let's slap it on the car. There it is, my friends. Pretty close to the final product. I gotta go to the hardware store, get some slightly longer bolts and some kind of spacer, and maybe try to do plastic to help with vibration a little bit, or rubber, some kind of poly. But yeah, sorry I'm only giving y'all this kind of style of clips, but I'm going back and forth to the daggone garage, and I don't feel like carrying the tripod back and forth. So, yeah. It's gonna keep getting better though, don't worry. Oh, well, that downpipe looks good back there. Alright, well, I done lost my dang shade, so close it down for the day. Well, hey guys. I came out here early and just got cracking because I wanted to get some stuff done, because I really wanted to get it running and driving. But I got some more stuff to show y'all. Check it out. I went and got some longer bolts and some nylon spacers, set it down lower, clear that bumper support. Got my couplers trimmed up. I'm gonna have to go in here and around the battery, because the battery sits right here with the, factory, but you can see the factory pipes back there cut around where the battery sits. Not a huge deal. I'm gonna have to order a little more pipe to get back in there, but y'all saw the downpipe, it's back there. I've been wanting to get the intercooler straight so that I can just work on piping. And then I stuck that bad boy. I said I'm gonna have to trim that down a little bit so I can get a better angle. Yeah, we are getting there, baby. Hey y'all, back in the garage, back on the fab table. Time to button up his charge piping so we can hop over to finishing that downpipe. Sharpen up some tungstens, get some filler rod out, clean this pipe up, get after it. Well, hey y'all. You might see something nifty in the background here. Let me show you. So I had some debacles and some setbacks. I figured it out. I was trying to weld this stuff and it was just coming out horrible. Figured out that it was user error. My torch on my TIG was just super contaminated, so I won't show y'all what it looked like before. I ain't no professional fabricator or nothing, but this came out pretty nice. I gotta pull all of it back out, and the intake manifold just has a couple bolts holding it in for mock-up. I gotta finish that guy down there in the downpipe today. And then I gotta roll a bead on this. Charge piping is all done after that. Fit all my clamps up, put it back in after the downpipe's done. And then either today or tomorrow, I might just wait till tomorrow morning when I'm fresh. We're gonna start this puppy up. I'll give y'all a time lapse when I'm done with the downpipe and I go to put all this back together so you can just kind of see it come to fruition. But until then, just sit tight, baby. Quick update, friends. I got the 45 tacked to the other V-band and coming off the exhaust. That's up under the car right now because I'm working on these little fellas to get her to made up and, come together real nice. Couldn't find a good hand gesture to do with my hand there to symbolize it, but yeah, we're about to go and see how this fits and go from there. And there it is, all tacked together. I reckon we're gonna go see how it fits before we do the final weld out. Here it is, y'all. Downpipe's done, baby. Let's go slap her on. Well, it is 12 o'clock on the dot on Friday, baby. And guess what? It's time to finally fully assembled. Finally, final assembly of the assembling of the assembly. Yeah. Let me show you what I got. I lied a little bit there because I do still need to break out my bead roller over there and do this too, but that's it. And then we take everything out there and slap it all together. Let's go. I'll show y'all. I know it's been little clips and all that good stuff, so we'll set it up on a tripod and I'll show you. In case any of you were wondering, I did weld all this stuff. I know I didn't show you. I didn't want to show you because I'm just still kind of learning it, and I was cussing and all that, and I try to keep the videos, I don't know, PG-ish. Yeah, so, but yeah, no, after some trials and tribulations and debacles, it came out halfway decent, I think. So, I mean, it'll be functional. So, yeah, let's get to it. Oh, let's see what we got. Dang, did I just... Okay. Hold that up. I tell you what, that will hold a boost pipe on. Come on. Quit playing games with me. There we go. All right. Woo! Well, that sucker out the way. Hang out right there. That's the piece of pipe I'm gonna have to put the little thing on for the PCV hose. I could, you know, go through the effort of setting her up for thing all catch can, but I'm not. Let's put the Kirby on for the last time. Oh yeah, I don't know, maybe I mentioned it, maybe I didn't, but I had to drill and tap the manifold for the EGT probe. Got that taken care of, so. Roller stud in here, so I can set the gasket on. And get that turbo and scratch up my freshly painted valve cover some more. I'm gonna have to pull it back off and repaint it. Should have taped it up, but I didn't. Guess what the reward is? More work. Be alright. Oh! Well, away she goes. Let's see which way she wants to go in the hole. There we go. That was maybe the easiest one yet. Let's try again. You can do it. You can do it. Ha-ha! That'd be it. Alright, I got to, I'm gonna set this guy in here because I do need to get the PCV out, valve out, and mark it where I need to put that little bungy bung. So, I'll set that up there for the moment. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's getting warm. That's getting warm in the sun. We ain't got a whole lot of time left out here. Or things are too hot to handle. But hey, look at that pretty thing. Don't look too close, like I said before. Finally putting her in for the final time. Swing. Where's my nut? There's my nut. Yeah, that's loose enough to turn it so I can hook it up to the exhaust. There we go. Ta-da! I guess I need to take this in and clean the silicone off before we put that on. I'll be back. Alright, got it cleaned up. But I'll tell you what, 2 seconds in that AC and I'm wondering why the hell I came back out here. Instead of going to get my swim trunks on, going over yonder to the pool. We're going to be doing that real soon though. But here, I'm about to give y'all a little time lapse action because we're going to bring her all together. Well, as you probably saw at the time lapse, I no longer have shade. What you couldn't see is that I'm sweating. I think I'm done for the day. I gotta go and finally invest in some daggone sweat. Finally invest in some ball and Allen sockets because it's a little tight back there for some of them intake bolts, and I need to get them tight before I do anything else. So we'll sign out for today, and we'll be back bright and early in the morning. Well, here we are back again. It's already hot out here. So I reckon I'm going to work till I run out of shade or I just start sweating too much. I had trouble getting up this morning. Moving a little slow. But I gotta get this done. I reckon the first thing I need to do is finish tightening up them intake bolts. Then we'll get to the piping and the clamps. And got a couple other little things to button up. Hey y'all. It's later in the day. I had to take it on in the house. It got pretty hot out there. Refuel, some food, some water, some energy drinks, caffeine, of course. We are fixing to weld this little guy onto that guy. That'll be the last big thing. Got my tungsten sharpened up, the machine set, the AC tape. We're gonna do some burning, baby. Oh yeah, the titty is welded on, and dare I say it looks pretty nice. I am gonna run inside and chill for a little bit because my shade ain't back in the driveway quite yet, and that sucker right there is spicy right now. Still a little warm, but I'll be back in a few. Alright. I'm back. And we're fixing to go out there and button the old girl up. Woo! I ain't quite got my shade back yet. Sun's still out there. There's a cloud right now. It's about to let the light shine back on me here in a second. It's still hotter than a chunky girl in the middle of the desert wearing jeans and sweatpants. It's about as humid too. But I can't wait no more, man. I'm so close. So I'm gonna do what I can, and when I start sweating, I'll go back in and cool off, and then we'll come back. But yeah, two. There's the sun at full strength. There you are. Well, I tell you what, that sun is not kidding. It's not screwing around. The sucker is cooking me already. I'm gonna just do this one little tidbit. Get these pipes in. Back in. That's warm. I'm warm on my belly. Yep. Sure is. Climb. Ooh, see, look. Fancy. Fancy too. I'm fancy. About as perfect there as it gets. Lock her down, baby. Well, my phone suffered a heat stroke and turned off somewhere in the middle of that time lapse. But it's all in place, all tight. Clamps are on, clamps are tight. I'm gonna pour a little oil in the feed hole there and pour some coolant in the volleyball and pour some power steering fluid in, and then go get the battery and then hook up the computer and then hook up the battery and then cross my fingers and toes, all of them, and my legs, that it comes alive. Y'all bear with me, sit tight, hold what you got. Well, got the pooter plugged up, spilled the oil all over the turbo, trying to pour a little bit in it. Got the line on, it's all good though, wiped up most of it, just smoke a little bit, be alright. And it's time for some of the purple stuff. We'll pour that in there, just like so. Drink up, little buddy. Alright, well that stuff's bubbling down. Dang old crutch, just yeet, falls. I think I set it up there good. No, it decided I didn't. Any Hoosier. We'll set that to the side, we'll need that in a minute. Go ahead and move these cables out of the way. Set the old, as Derek likes to call it, and I like to call it that too, lightning cube up in here. We love you, Derek. Don't get mad at me. Hope your shit isn't trademarked. Come on, get in there. That fits perfect. See, I had already kind of test fitted it to make sure my pipe's clear and everything around the battery. But it's nice to know that now that everything's tight, still clears. So hell to the yes, my God. Just let that hang out right there. Pour some of the turning sauce in here. I heard money when I popped that open. Well, I got a funnel here. Why don't I use it? Glub. I will put the top back on this because knowing me, I'll knock it over. Yeah. All right. Topped off the oil, hooked up the feed line. Brought you guys in a little bit closer because I gotta take out the old mighty vac here. Suck some fuel in, prime the pump. Before that, I gotta tighten up these lines. I guess it's okay. This fella in there. Feel good like. And now we pump. There's some fuel. I don't know if you can see it bubbling through, but she's coming. A couple more. All right. That guy. Tighten up. That guy. That guy off. Don't lose your washer. Slide that guy on. That guy back on. Come on. Oh yeah. They're sitting how I like. Tight like a tiger. Sit that right there for the moment. I gotta go find that return line. Okay, didn't have to go nowhere. It was right there on my cart. Gonna that's what I like. I know that's what you like too. We'll slide that on there. Alright, let me just eyeball everything one more again. I don't think I missed anything. I've looked it over several times, so. Fans plugged in. Oh. Alright, I guess I'm gonna hook up the hot sauce and see if anything starts smoking. No reason it should. Oh, there was a pop. Don't know why, but there was. Oh well. I don't smell the magic smoke coming from anywhere. Let me go look inside the car. No magic smoke inside the car. Alright guys, I brought y'all in real close. It's time to get the bleed these lines here. So I'm gonna go in there. I guess first thing is we're gonna see if it turns over without going kapow. And if it does, we're gonna keep turning it over. Y'all let me know if some stuff starts squirting out of these guys here, and then we'll close them off one at a time. And then, in theory, she should rumble and roar to life. So here goes nothing, I reckon. Well, there's our first fail. But I got no we were from the starterizer. Well, the starter isn't turning, so there's that. I guess I'm gonna unplug it and see if she'll jump. Same little trick I do on the GTI when the battery's a little low. That starter is not happy right. Either that or that battery's dead in the dead. That has a lot of compression. And that battery does not have a lot of sauce. Guess I need to stick the charger on it for a little bit. Alright y'all, battery's been charging for like 40 minutes or so. We'll see if that brought enough sauce in back into her to crank over and bleed the lines. Here goes nothing. Well, it would appear that the starter that I already knew was weak, it kind of sucked with the old motor, but I was hoping and praying. It appears that sucker just don't want to do the job with the compression this new motor has, so have to figure something out with that tomorrow and go from there. Guess the story don't end here. Y'all stay right there. Hey y'all. It's not bright and early anymore, but I was up bright and early. I had a tore up, well, I had two starters. Kind of managed to hobble into one. And sorry I didn't show you, but I already tested it. It cranks the motor over nice and healthy. So we're gonna go right back to where we left off last night. I'm gonna set y'all up real close so you can tell me if stuff's squirting out of them fuel lines, and we're gonna prime her up, bleed her out, set the timing, hopefully after it starts, and she gonna run today, baby. There's the starter in there. So what happened was, the starter I pulled out of here looked like it was the original starter. The solenoid was still good though. The starter that's in there now is an aftermarket one, but it was on another car that it was on a Mark IV TDI, same starter. The driver's side motor mount had dropped, let loose, and ripped the solenoid and the wire out. So I swapped over the solenoid and welded the wire to the tab and put it together and tested it, and so it worked. And then I put it in here and it cranked over nice and healthy. So like I said, I'm gonna set y'all up with a real nice close-up view. We gonna do the damn thing here. All right, 17th and fuel lines. You guys look real close here. Fuel should start squirting out of them. Y'all let me know, all right? Oh, no, oh, I see some. Y'all didn't tell me. Knock them suckers out. Just barely loose. All right, we'll do one a little bit more. Y'all let me know what you see. You gotta tell me this time. Don't just sit there. She's just spraying, baby. All right. So Looks like pretty much all of them are pissing, so tighten them up. See if she barks off. Cross all of these things, please, for me, y'all. It's a big moment. I'm getting hot quick. Tried that time. Let me back y'all up so you can get the full picture here. Try to adjust this time in her hair more. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to skip the timing belt a tooth. On the old pump here. She's gonna be way advanced. All right, this should be the one. It's alive, baby. It's alive. She sounds fucking good too. Woo! I know y'all hear my voice cracking. This has been one hell of a trip. I'm so glad she just started up so nice. And let me shut y'all down. I need to run some stuff on BCDS, check my timing, make sure that's not gonna hurt anything, and then we can run her until she gets up to temp and make sure everything's working. We'll be back. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Fuck, man. Dad, I need a fire extinguisher! Well, that happened. Oh, it's been recording this whole time. Well, hey y'all, it's the next day. I just shut down after that. I was all frazzled and I had to gather myself and assess. It's not too bad. Fried the alternator wire coming from the starter. I just actually went and picked one of those up from the junkyard, so good on that. I had another alternator I just went and got dropped off to get cleaned and checked to make sure it's not going to do the same thing, because that is the second time that has happened. The green car, I don't know if y'all ever saw it. It sat for a while. It was sitting for 5 years. I got it started, shut it down, did the exact same thing. Luckily, battery terminal wasn't tight and my buddy was standing up there, so he could just rip it off and it stopped. This time, took me a second to get the dang old, to find my 10 millimeter and get the battery wire, you know, the positive terminal unhooked. And then I was not panicking, but trying to blow it out, and then I realized I had a half a bottle of piss on my cart because I didn't want to, I was on a roll the other day and didn't feel like walking outside or going in the house. So I just did that, and luckily it saved me. So judge me if you want, but I'm glad it was there because I was able to put it right out as you saw, and then assess the situation. I actually disconnected the alternator and then it started right back up and nothing cooked. So it wasn't the starter that I put together, it was the alternator. So yeah, we're gonna end the video here. When we come back, we's gonna be, I don't know, ripping, running around, doing some, well, I guess I'll give you, I don't know, I might make a reel or something, but I'm gonna get it running. I'll make a short something. But yeah, we'll do the, you know, set the timing, running around, break it in, all that good stuff, and we'll see how spicy she is. Anyway, y'all, hit a like and subscribe and share with your friends, manipulate the algorithm. Like I said in the last one, it don't hurt you and don't cost you nothing. It's completely free, other than the energy it takes to press a little button right there on your phone. So yeah, anyway, catch you guys on the flip side.